If the CFL playoffs began today, it'd be just the 14th time in league history that we would have a crossover team in the playoffs. As the Saskatchewan Roughriders, currently sitting at 4th in the Western Division, actually have a better record than every team in the East. The crossover team, as you know, Matt, has never, ever made it to the Grey Cup. But could this year be the first time a team like Saskatchewan or maybe even Calgary makes it? Let us know in the comments what you think if this year is going to be a record-breaking one in terms of a crossover team. But Matt, what do you think? Is it possible this year?
I mean, first of all, yeah, I think it really is. If you look at what's going on, Saskatchewan, first of all, they were second last year, and before a year where COVID ended the season, they were actually first in the West. So this is a team that's had success recently. They're a good team. Fajardo just had a great comeback game against the BC Lions, who are ahead of them. And it may become a situation where if the Roughriders can figure out their offensive line, which is kind of the biggest issue that they have right now, and they can keep playing this way, it may become a situation where you see Calgary and Saskatchewan playing a little bit of a strategy game and trying to figure out who's going to have to get to play Toronto, because you don't want to have to go see BC or the Blue Bombers, because Winnipeg has been killing it. They play the last two games against each other, so who knows what that's going to entail and how they're going to respond. It's going to be super exciting to see how this goes and what the rankings are going to look like as we get closer to the playoffs. But right now, it looks promising, at least, that somebody could win from the West and go and beat, at this point, Toronto is the #1 seed.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be an interesting finish for sure. I do think Saskatchewan gets that crossover spot, but I don't envision them going over to the East in a weaker division and getting out of that division. I really like Toronto, and obviously Saskatchewan played Toronto here twice not too long ago, both kind of nail-biting down to the end of the game type finishes, and Toronto came out on top on both times. Both times, I believe Saskatchewan at least had a lead in the fourth quarter in both of those games. Pretty much blew it. As we know, Toronto has a history of success within the CFL, so I would give them the upper hand over any team in that East Division, including Saskatchewan, in a crossover situation. So I think it would be a fun story. It'd be fun to get a crossover team in the Grey Cup. If they were able to find a way and get out of that East Division and make it to a Grey Cup, they certainly wouldn't stand a chance against Winnipeg or BC. So again, it might be a fun story. I don't see them getting there, but even if they did, it wouldn't be too much of a fun fight. But
everybody loves a little Cinderella story.
That is a fact. That is a fact. But like we said at the top, let us know in the comments. Can Saskatchewan, Calgary, can one of those teams make a run at the crossover spot, get to the Grey Cup, make some league history? Let us know, but we'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Feel free to check out our other videos, and don't forget to smack that subscribe button down below while you're at it. Also, for more great and original content, head right over to bvmsports.com.